Hello, in this video I will show you the different ways to manage access to your organization in Single Window Information Manager, or SWIM. This includes how to give others access to your organization or to specific reporting programs, how to remove people's access to your organization or programs, and how to request access in case there is no SWIM organization lead available. Managing access is important because some programs require assigned roles that determine how users interact with data and reports. For other programs, access isn't so important because those programs have a public access role, which means that any user with a SWIM profile can access their programs. If you need a specific role in order to access a program, there are two ways you can get the access you need. The best way is for your SWIM organization lead to grant you access. He or she can do this by following these steps. Click on the Organizations tab on the left-hand menu. Select the name of your organization. Click on the Manage Access tab on the left-hand menu. This page is only available to those with a SWIM organization lead role. This page lists all the people who have any type of role for your organization. To grant access, click on the Grant Access button at the top of the page. This takes you to the Program Selection page. For this example, we will use the Effluent Regulatory Reporting Information System, ERIS, but this process is similar for all programs in SWIM. To grant a program role, select the program by name. The program has two roles that can be granted. For this example, let's select ERIS Signing Authority. The next step is to specify which facility this role applies for. In this case, since there is only one facility, select it and continue. The final step is to specify the number of keys to create. This is the number of people that you wish to grant this level of access for your organization or facility. Enter the number, in this case 1, and click Generate. The key is displayed on the screen. If this key was for a colleague, you would copy this key and paste it into an email to that person. Your colleague would then need to log into the system using their username and password, set up a profile if they haven't already done so, and redeem the key on the Redeem ECCC key page. It is important to note that as the SWIM organization lead, you can also redeem keys that you have generated. Let's do that now by selecting the key and pasting it onto the Redeem ECCC key page. Click on Activate. This assigns the role and gives you access to ERIS. When you return to the home page, you now have access to the Effluent Regulatory Reporting System. Users with the SWIM organization lead role also have the ability to remove access from others within their organization as needed. This is also done on the Manage Access page. To get back there, select the Organization tab on the left-hand menu, then select the name of the organization you want to work with. Click on the Manage Access tab on the left-hand menu. The Manage Access page will display a list of all the people who currently have roles active in your organization. For this example, let's select the new role we just redeemed a key for, the ERIS Signing Authority, and click Delete All Selected. The next page gives you a chance to review the roles you are deleting. Confirm that they are correct and click the Delete All Selected again. Confirm that they are correct and click Delete All Selected again. This will remove the role from your profile. It will also remove your access to the program because you do not have any other roles under this program. This program link is no longer found on your homepage. Every organization should have at least one SWIM organization lead. However, if there is no SWIM organization lead available at your organization, it may be necessary to ask us to grant you access. If you need help getting access to an organization or program, you will need to request access by clicking on the Request Access tab on the left-hand menu. Select the program that you need to access. For this example, let's select the National Pollutant Release Inventory. Next, select the level of access that you need. Let's select the Reporting Lead All Facilities role. The next step is to search for the organization that you need access to by entering the organization name and/or business number and clicking Search. Review the search results and select your organization. Now, if the organization was not found, you can try searching again with fewer characters in case there was a spelling mistake. If you still don't find it, this means it is not in the database and it will need to be created. Refer to the video called Connecting to an Organization for more information on creating a new organization. Depending on the role that you need, it might require a facility to be selected. If that's the case, select the checkbox to identify the facilities that the role should apply for, and then click Continue. Once you've identified your organization, you'll see the Access Request confirmation screen. It will show you the role that you have requested. Once the request has been submitted, you will receive an automated email at the email address that you used in your profile, confirming that your request has been submitted to us. Keep in mind that it may take up to 3 business days for your request to be processed. Once your request has been processed, you will receive a second email. It contains instructions as well as an ECCC key for you to redeem in the system in order to activate your role. Once you have that, log back into the system and select the Redeem ECCC Key tab on the left-hand menu. Paste the code into the box and click Activate. At this point, a confirmation message is displayed indicating that your key has been redeemed successfully. You now have access to the organization. If you have trouble redeeming your key, try copying and pasting it again. Be careful not to copy any extra characters such as spaces at the beginning or the end of the code. It is important to note that each key can only be redeemed once, but the role that is associated with the key stays with your profile until a SWIM organization lead removes it. Thanks for following along in this video. There are other videos available to help you navigate through SWIM. You can find them at the bottom of each SWIM guidance page.